Hello, my name is Mohammed and today I'm going to solve one of the exam questions which came in 2018 for the CSSE, okay, it's 2018, okay, and the question number 19, and the topic is spheres. So spheres and the circle, is the difference between the spheres and circle is just circle is a 2-dimension, okay, and spheres has 3-dimension, okay. So like a solid ball is like is spheres, and the examiner asking about two different spheres. The two different spheres are placed next to a ruler. The position of the edges of the spheres in centimeter is read from the ruler as shown diagram. So this is the question, okay? So two different spheres are placed next to a ruler, okay? So let me draw a two sphere. This is the first one, and this is the small one. So this is a sphere, and next to the ruler, okay, the ruler is there, and like that, and just okay, and this is on a scale 17.2. This one is 51.8, and this one is 57.4, and this one is 70.5. So on a ruler starting from left to right, put two spheres next to each other, and the examiner asking about part A, okay. So what is the diameter of a smaller sphere? So what is the diameter of a smaller sphere? So very simple and very easy, okay, because it looks like a circle, okay, because in diagram is looks like a 2D shape, so that's why, so we need to treat as like circle. So what we do, okay, very simple, okay, as we know that in our last video, when we find the diameter means is from this point to this point, okay, the total distance from one point to other point is called diameter, okay. So we need to find the diameter of a smaller sphere. Very simple, okay. So what we do, okay, simply 70.5, okay, minus 57.4. So you will get 13.1. So this is the answer for the part A. And the part B is what? What is the radius of larger sphere? So, what is the radius for larger sphere? So this is the larger sphere, okay? And you know that the diameter means, okay, from one side to the other side is the total distance is the diameter, okay? But the radius means half of the diameter, okay? It's called radius, okay? So if we divide by 2, for example, diameter is 10, so radius will be 5. So the radius will be half of diameter. So what is the radius for larger sphere? So what we do, okay, simply we need to find out from this point to this point, okay, first diameter, which we know that, okay, so what, 51.8 minus 17.2, and the answer for this one is 34.6. So it means from this point to this point, okay, the diameter for larger sphere is 34.6. But the examiner asking about radius. So what you do? You simply divide by 2. So half of 34, which is 17, and half of 6 is 3. So this is the final answer for part B. Very simple. Don't be afraid about the picture or the long question, okay? So you need to simply read the instruction and try to make the answer. And the part C, okay? How far apart are the center of a sphere? So the part C says how far apart are the centers of the spheres. Okay, so it means how far apart from the centers of the sphere. So first we need to find out the center point, okay? So the center point is this is the center point for this sphere, and this is the center point for this sphere. So you need to find the distance from this point to this point. So it means the distance between this to this. How you calculate this one? In the first question, okay, what? We already work out what? The diameter for a smaller sphere. So diameter is 13.1. So if I'm asking about the radius for a smaller sphere, so the radius, which is from here to here, 13.1 divided by 13.1, which is diameter from here to here. If we divide by 2, so you will get 6.55. So 6.55 is a radius for a smaller sphere. And the same as, okay, we know that what? The radius of the larger sphere, okay? From this point to this point, okay? So the radius is 17.3. We already worked out in part B. So it means the distance missing, okay? Which one? From here to here. So very simple. They're already given the value, okay? So what? This is 57.4 and this is 51.8. So what you do, okay? So 57.4 minus 51.8, which is 5.6. So from this place to this place is 5.6. So what you do, okay, you need to add these three values to get the distance from the center of a sphere, okay, from the larger to the smaller. So what we do, 17.3 plus 5.6 plus 6.55. The answer will be 29.45. So this is the answer for part C. Okay. So let me go through again quickly. Okay. So a sphere means it has 3 dimensions like a solid ball. Okay. As compared, circle is a 2 dimension. Okay. And we already discussed about the area for circle, which is pi r squared, and also discussed about what is diameter and what is radius as well. Okay, so on a ruler there are 2 spheres, one is the larger, other is the smaller. Okay, so examiner asking about, okay, what is the diameter for a smaller sphere. So what we did, okay, simply the diameter means, which I discussed, from one to another end point, okay, which is called diameter. Okay, so what we found it 13.1, which is 70.5 minus 57.4. So this is the part A answer. And the part B, what is the radius for the larger sphere? The same. We know that the radius is a half of the diameter. So diameter is from 51.8 minus 17.2. You will get 34.6 and divide by 2 to get the radius 17.3. And in the very last part is asking about the center point of the larger sphere to the center point for the smaller sphere. So the distance, how long? So very simple, we know the radius for this one, the larger, which is 17.3, we already calculated in the part B, and the smaller spheres, okay, we already calculated the diameter, which is 13.1, divided by 2 to get 6.55, and the distance between 57.4 minus 51.8 to get 5.6. So add up all these 3 values to get the 29.45. So this is the final answer, and that's it for today. And if you like this video, please leave your feedback, and see you in the next video. Okay, bye bye.